On this week's show, well, I find myself once again chasing rumors. Rumor has it that during the spring, during the spawn, the muskies come up into these trout tributaries that feed into larger rivers throughout the state of Wisconsin and in Minnesota. The trick is to find out if it's reality or just myth. It's just run and gun. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is what it's all about. Small creek rivers like this. And what I call this is trout style muskies.
Muskies Inc. presents Keys Outdoors.
You know, like I said, once again I was chasing rumors. I didn't know. I mean, I've heard stories of fish being up in these small, skinny trout creeks, but they're just stories. Until I actually put on my boots and do the hike, and I had to just see for myself if it was the real deal, if they're really here. I just don't know how far they go up. Is it a half mile, a mile, 5 miles, 10 miles? How far do these muskies go to spawn? I was about a half an hour into the first trip and I really didn't know what to expect. At this point I threw for a half an hour, 45 minutes, didn't move a fish. I was kind of getting depressed and like, oh man, you know, maybe I'm too far up, maybe, you know, maybe they don't come up this far. And then it happened. Yeah, baby! How cool was that, dude? Oh my God. Oh. Small tricks like this, man. Wow. You see that thing come up and just torpedo that thing. Wow, is this cool? Dude, this is rocking. I'm telling you. What's happening, guys, we got to get this fish off. What a dandy. I'll tell you what, light tackle, small spinner baits, small rivers. These fish are coming up here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to spawn. Right on, baby, here it is. You know, Sean and I are doing some new tactics here. Skinny water, musky tactics, baby. Woohoo, I love it, man. First muskie of the year in Wisconsin. It couldn't come a better way. Let's let this bad boy, let's let her go back. And back down. Yep, keep an eye, follow her. Keep an eye.
Keys Outdoors is brought to you in part by Jack Daniels and Great Clips.
Become a member today. We are Muskies Inc.
Unbelievable.
This is awesome.
Come on, really? I knew he was gonna shank it.
I didn't Drink it!
Seriously, what are we supposed to do with this?
What if I just,
No, come on, man.
No, don't do that. Sorry.
He is really in there.
That slime dripping off?
It is.
Yep. That's nice.
Wouldn't it be great if every situation had helpful notes? That's why at Great Clips, we have clip notes. Notes that say exactly what you like. So don't just get a cut, get your hair cut. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Americans. We're the creators of things born of an independent spirit. Designers of the great. Architects of the useful. Composers of the loud. Builders of the beautiful. We live in a country that lets people make things they believe in. And that's as American as, well,
Trout style muskies, baby. Putting on a lot of miles is really key, what you're going to have to do, because what you're looking for is you're looking for a fish that's already spawned or one that's just moved into the system and is getting ready to spawn. And that's what I was focusing on, and it didn't take long. And day 2 I had my second muskie, a nice 41. Have success in the small rivers, you're going to need waders, backpack, water. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of breaking brush to get in here and picking your holes. Nice. All right, second fish, man. Small river. Oh yeah. Oh, he just came up and crushed that. Oh, this is a nice fish, dude. Really nice fish. Oh, on the little Revo shad, man. Oh, this fish is banged up too. I'm telling you, buddy. Oh yeah, fish number 2. Tell you what, man, see how banged up? See, they're up there spawning, guys. Oh, yeah. Really nice fish. I gotta get this thing out before. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is what it's all about. Small creek rivers like this hold muskies this time of the year. What a dandy. I'll tell you what, great opportunities. You don't need a lot of money to do it. Just a backpack, Class A trout river, and go on a little walk. And I'll tell you what, this is what you can get right here. So we're gonna let this girl go back, but man, what a fight, what a great time. Let's let her go back. You know, with us guys, it's all about catch and release. Let these fish go back so you can catch them later on and enjoy it down the road. And let's let her go. And there she goes, man, back down. One of the lures that I caught that fish on was the Revo shad by Reaction Strike. Nothing swims and looks more like a real fish than the Reaction Strike Revos. You know, what they're feeding on here on these little creeks are these little brook trout and these little brown trout that are in here. These fish are coming up to spawn. They're hard to catch, super hard. You're going to see a lot of them. You're not going to have too many biters. But once you find one that's done spawning or just moved into spawn, them are the ones that we're targeting. Awesome way to start out our Wisconsin opener. We're going to call it a day, and we'll be back at it probably tomorrow or the next day.
Keys Outdoors is brought to you in part by the Skeeter Boat Center and Yamaha.
Skeeter MX 2025 handles big water, baby. No problem. This is a giant fish. This is what we're after. Are you a blue collar type of guy? Guys like us know that just because you spent a lot doesn't mean you got a lot. That's why guys like us, we fish with Bulldog rods, the working man's musky rod. Durable, dependable, and affordable. Blue collar, baby. With 3 price points, you'll find the perfect musky rod, whether you're a beginner or a pro. Go to bulldogrods.com and see why Bulldog rods, they're the working man's musky rod.
Right on, man.
Nice. That broke the ice.
That on the little one,
The crusher.
crusher, man.
And we're actually bringing the crusher back, so that's pretty cool. Really, very cool. And it's on the crusher again. That's 3 in a row. Man, big head shakes, big head shakes.
This is Joe's Sporting Goods in St. Paul, Minnesota. They have one of the best varieties of musky gear on the planet. I shop there a lot, even though I live here. I just go online and order what I want when I need it, and voila, it arrives on time. I've ordered gear from here and had it shipped here and here. Oh yeah, here too. Go to joesportinggoods.com and see why they are the outdoor experts online. My 4th time to the river, I called up a really good friend of mine, Brian Schaefer. Brian hooked up with me. I told him what was going on. He just couldn't believe it. He's never heard of this style of catching muskies. You know, I told him that most of my action wasn't coming in the morning or in the evening. It was like that high noon type bite that was going on. Come 11 o'clock, we started seeing all of a sudden in the creek paired up muskies, single muskies swimming. You'll go for an hour or two and not see nothing, and then all of a sudden, bam, it'll happen. So that's what we're doing, but what a cool way, just another way of fishing muskies and targeting muskies. You don't need a fancy boat, backpack, waders, light tackle, and man, when they strike, hold on, because it's a lot of fun. So we're going to move on down. We're going to keep moving down river till we find and locate an active fish. We just jumped. We've seen a couple fish. Again, like I said, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the solos. Them are the ones that tend to eat, but we just spooked a fish. It was probably by itself right here. That's why camouflage dark clothing is actually pretty good for this, because it's like trout fishing. They're laying up tight against the bank. You got to sneak up on them. But we'll get one to go here. It's just a matter of time finding the right fish. And it looked like a pretty big boil. Gotta leave that thing just twitch there. Nice fish. Oh my God. Look at that slop, buddy. Oh my God, Brian. That's a freaking hog. Oh my God, that's probably a 45. Keep them on, keep them pinned, buddy. If you can reach down and grab them. Oh my God, Brian. He's sloppy. You got him, baby. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about, baby. I'll tell you what, this is some cool fishing.
We're back in.
All right, let's let her go back in, man.
Nice river muskie.
What do you think, man?
Nice. It was slime time. That's what we're after.
She's thick across the back.
Yeah, she is.
Nice fish, man. Back down to the deep. Good job, man. You didn't even know you had red.
No, I just kind of twitched. All of a sudden there was weight there. I thought it was a stick. A walleye. Nice.
That was a nice fish.
Yeah.
Man.
Cooperated with us too, staying right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it could have got ugly out there. So.
Again, this trout-styled musky fishing is really something special.
Keys Outdoors is brought to you in part by Odyssey Batteries, these fine sponsors.
This is a true story. Todd, Dave, and I went on a 4-day wilderness adventure. With no way to charge our batteries, we fished from sunup till sundown in heavy winds and never ran out of power. And on the way home, well, we decided to fish another leg. Odyssey Batteries, the extreme batteries.
This is the Underdog, designed to go deep. Two vertical tails and a cylindrical body. The Underdog, go deep when the big ones go deep.
All right, we got one fish. Awesome, man. I'll tell you what, that's our third fish now in 3 days. I'm fishing with Brian Schaefer, a good friend of mine. Told him I'm on this incredible bite, man. Really small cricks, trout cricks. Lots of brown trout in them. And these muskies are coming up here to spawn. And boy, there's a bunch of them. Got 146 today. Brian just teased that fish and gave her the groceries, man. And it was game on. So there's like a man-made structure up here that I can see. It's probably about 100 yards up. It's getting to be midday. We're gonna go see what that structure's all about. It almost looks like a small dam or something. And we'll see if that holds any fish. You never know, man. Like I said, any type of structure in the current seems to have the ability to hold fish. They'll just duck behind that cover, whether it be log, whether it be an undercut bank. They'll just hide, tuck themselves in, and then they'll just pounce on their prey. But what they're doing right now, they're doing a lot of spawning, so we're seeing a lot of pairs. They're paired up right now, and that can be really, really tough to get them to bite. So we're just looking and hunting for the ones that are just coming into the system or the ones that left already. It's been a blast, man. What more can I say? Kind of stumbled into this bite and chasing rumors once again, and I'm not chasing them anymore. It's a real deal. 3 fish in 3 days, 41, a 43, and a 46. On this week's show, well, I find myself once again chasing rumors. Rumor has it that during the spring, during the spawn, the muskies come up into these trout tributaries that feed into larger rivers throughout the state of Wisconsin and in Minnesota. The trick is to find out if it's reality or just myth. And it's just run and gun. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is what it's all about. Small creek rivers like this. And what I call this is trout style muskies.
Muskies Inc. presents Keys Outdoors.
You know, like I said, once again I was chasing rumors. I didn't know. I mean, I've heard stories of fish being up in these small, skinny trout creeks, but they're just stories. Until I actually put on my boots and do the hike, and I had to just see for myself if it was the real deal, if they're really here. I just don't know how far they go up. Is it a half mile, a mile, 5 miles, 10 miles? How far do these muskies go to spawn? I was about a half an hour into the first trip, and I really didn't know what to expect. At this point, I threw for a half an hour, 45 minutes, didn't move a fish. I was kind of getting depressed and like, oh man, you know, maybe I'm too far up. Maybe, you know, maybe they don't come up this far. And then it happened. Yeah, Beanie! How cool was that, dude? Oh my God. Small tricks like this, man. Wow. You see that thing come up and just torpedo that thing. Wow, is this cool? Dude, this is rocking. I'm telling ya. What's happening, guys, we got to get this fish off. What a dandy. I'll tell you what, light tackle, small spinner baits, small rivers. These fish are coming up here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to spawn. Right on, baby, here it is. You know, Sean and I are doing some new tactics here. Skinny water, musky tactics, baby. Woohoo, I love it, man. First muskie of the year in Wisconsin. It couldn't come a better way. Let's let this bad boy, let's let her go back. And back down. Yep, keep an eye following. Oh, she just snapped me. Oh no!
I was trying to get in that gill, but them hooks were right there. Oh, man. That's a heartbreaker.
That fight lasted probably 4 to 5 minutes long. What a big fish and what a heartbreak. But to see that caliber fish in these small little trout creeks is really pretty amazing. Are there fish that stay in here year round? There are, but I'm pretty sure it's few, far, and in between. They move out to bigger bodies of water, bigger river systems. It's really in the springtime is when you want to focus on trout-styled musky fishing. You know, guys, I'm not chasing rumors no more. It is the real deal. Monsters do live in these small creeks. You just got to get out and make it happen. That, dude. Oh my God. Oh. All right, second fish, man. They're up there spawning, guys. But man, what a fight! What a great time. That's what it's all about, baby. I'll tell you what, this is some cool fishing. Hey everybody, I'm Mike Keys. I don't know where we're gonna be, but I do guarantee you this, like always, it will be an adventure. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week.
Keys Outdoors has been brought to you by these fine sponsors: